I'm gonna draw this deer, and I wanna work on perspective and getting really accurate drawing. So I'm gonna be using a compass. So I've drawn a rectangle on my paper, and that way I'm just gonna use a rectangle as the starting point for my image. Top of the head is going to be right here. And so I'm going to put the top of the head right there. Okay. So let's find out where that point is. So I'm going to go from the top of the head to that point that I just set, and it was pretty accurate. Okay, I'm going to just put that image right in there, which is the image of the head. So I'm just drawing this right here. I'm going to go right like that. So I'm just going to go right here. And gonna go right down to this piece here. So I just drew this and I went like that. Okay. Now, the eyes are from that same point, which is right here. So that same point, which is right here, I'm gonna go right here. Okay, so about there. Alrighty, so here, and gonna measure that eye. So here, this piece of the head right here comes really close to the eye. So I don't need to, right here, it's literally next to the eye. So I'm just gonna draw this piece right here. I'm not even gonna put any dots there. I'm just gonna draw it right here. So it's right next to the eye. And then there's this. Notice how it comes up a little bit higher, kind of at the same angle right here as the eye, kind of up from. Every time I look at it, I notice something a little bit different. The eye comes up and this comes up. So I'm going to make that same movement there. I'm going to go in. There we go. And there are some people who can just draw one line and it's done. And that is not me. I have to really analyze it and look at it and go back and look at it again and till I get it right. So, and measure it, and that's okay. It's all about what makes you happy, and for me, it just the process is what makes me happy. You know, just doing it, and in the end, I end up with a deer, and I've had fun while I did it. So here's our ear. And now I'm gonna measure my ear from here to here. All right, way up here. Big ears they have, don't they? Wish I had some interesting facts to give you about deer while we were talking while I'm drawing. Maybe that will be my next. Where was it? I went way too long there. Here to here, here to here. Okay, yeah, not way up there. Okay, let's see. I decided I don't want his. It goes like that. So now let's look at the width. There we go. And it's wider at the tip than I've made it. There we go. I wonder if that is even remotely the right angle. So I have not drawn his eye wide enough. I feel like it's not big enough, but maybe that's an illusion. Nope, look at that. Can you see how if I measure the eye here and I measure my drawing, that my drawing is not at all big enough. Eyes are super deceptive. I usually make them too big. And so in this case, I defaulted to making it too small for fear of making it too big because I didn't measure it. So this is where the measuring, there's so many things that I am able to do without worrying about the measurements, but when it comes to eyes and then the distance between the eyes and the nose, those are things that, whether it's a human face or an animal face, I always measure because I mean, I know that there's just a million people out there who can do it without measuring, but for me, those are measurements that trip me up every time. Okay, so let's go here. And of course, see, there it is. There's a problem. Here, that I didn't get wide enough the first time I did it, so this needs to go here. Okay, the width of the ear sure doesn't look like a deer yet, does it? All right, right here, I'm gonna do this measurement right here. Starts right at that, right here at the eye. See that spot? It literally comes right here, right up from the eye is where the ear starts. So if I go right here and then measure this, it just doesn't look right when you're doing it. This looks like the strangest animal, but that is the way it is. So, but then there's, I know. Okay, so what really will make him look like a deer is, I think, that it's the pointed nose. So, and what's interesting is this is super hard to draw because it's so foreshortened. Foreshortening being that it's coming right towards you. So right here, it is a lot shorter than it looks. And right here, yeah, right here. So this is really shading that's going to make it look like a deer. Okay, so we're just looking here. I'm doing this part right here, this part, and this part. So this.
It's December of 2020 as I'm doing this deer tutorial. I was thinking that a deer would be a nice Christmas treat because it's kind of wintry. I'm wondering how many people have decided to learn to draw because they're in lockdown or just have been staying home. Here's the finished pencil drawing, and now I'm starting to add ink using my favorite Tombow pen, and I'm just going around my pencil lines, putting pressure in the areas where I want a thicker line, and then pulling up where I want a lighter line. To make the little first strokes, you do a push-pull action and just lift off the pen as you pull the pen off the page, and it'll make these really nice first strokes. Watch the next video for the watercolor of the deer. Bye!